All right, welcome back to the advanced training. This is module number 4. We're going to be talking about the knowledge base and introducing that to you. This to me I think is going to be a great tool, and there's a reason why it's advanced, because there's a lot of information that's out here that's going to help you really understand the program even much more than you already do now. And so with that, let's go ahead and let's talk about the agenda of what we're going to do in this module. So first, we're just going to talk about the overview of it, how to access it, and then I'm going to go over the top 10 articles, and then we're going to talk about when to use the knowledge base. And so with that, when it comes to the actual knowledge base itself, what the knowledge base is it literally covers a large number of different items. And there are articles that are written that might be frequently asked questions of, how to utilize the program. And so what you're going to see here is the knowledge base itself. Like, it literally is broken down into different topics. These are the topics themselves. There's email or the Outlook integration, file management, file convert, installation setup and errors, network issues, anything related to PDFs, the save and open integration that we have, scanning and OCR, and then the search. And so really when it comes down to it, these are all just different articles that are, again, written to help you to understand something that might be going on. From moving File Center to a new computer, to doing a clean reinstall of the program, or backing up the information, etc. Okay, and so that's what's going to really come into play here inside of the knowledge base module. Now, to get to the module itself, there's a couple of different ways that you can do that. The first one that we're going to talk about is that you can just go right out to the website. So if you go out to lucian.com and you come over here to the support menu, and you just hover over the top of it. Don't necessarily click on it. If you do, it's okay. But then if you do just hover over the top, you can come right down to where it says knowledge base, and then select it, and it'll take you out there. So if we were to do that, let's go ahead and click on it. It just takes you right out to the knowledge base. Now, if you accidentally click on support, just over here on the left-hand side, you'll find the knowledge base as well. So you can just click right there on the knowledge base, and it takes you right to that screen. Another way that you can also get there is through File Center. So if you can't remember the website, then all you have to do is come up here to the help, come down to where it says knowledge base, and that will take you right out to the website, and now you have access to that knowledge base. So that's how you can go ahead and navigate to it. And now let's go ahead. We're going to talk about the top 10 articles. Now, the top 10 articles, really what they are, is the most requested help within the File Center software. And so I wanted to discuss this just so that you knew which ones you might access the most. So the first one, and I'll just mention, what we're going to do is we're not going to go into depth of it. I'll let you take your time to go into each one of these articles, but we're just going to cover each one. I'll show you where to go and grab it, and then we can go from there. So the top 10, number 10 is backing up your File Center data. Now, obviously, this is important because of the fact that we want you to be able to back up all of your information. And so within the File Center software, or the knowledge base as well, what you're going to find is the ability to come in and navigate between each one of these. Now, you can expand each one here if you wanted to, and have them all open so that then you could see all the different links to all the articles. But just kind of you'll kind of figure it out based off of the type of information that you're looking at. Where we're talking about backing up the File Center data, just understand that that's going to be under File Management. So to be able to come in and grab that, you can just come right here to the backup your File Center data, and you click on there, and it just literally walks you right through the whole process. So it'll talk about what you can do, what you need to back up, and then go from there. So that's the number 10. Back up your File Center data. All right, so number 9 is can't move, rename, or delete an item. And so for this particular one, this is again a pretty popular one. It's typically when you're going out and you are, you might have set up a file cabinet, and so what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to come out to the list of articles. You'll find literally what the issue is, the locked files, how to do it, and then you can actually go in and resolve that issue just by coming in and doing that. So that's number 9 of coming in, can't move, rename, or delete an item. All right, number 8, file center on a network. And so when it comes to the network, being able to understand how to actually put file center on a network, it's a very important piece of information, whether it's a file server, a server network, peer-to-peer network, or terminal server. This is information that you'll be able to see. Again, you'll come out, you'll look for those particular articles that you're looking for, and this particular one just discusses and breaks it all down on how to have file center on a network. So that's number 8, file center on a network. Number 7, make a transparent signature. Now this is a great one. We talk about it in the intermediate training for the PDF editor, but to go out and find this particular knowledge base article, it's going to really help you out quite a bit. You can actually go out and find this one by coming under the PDF section and coming down here to where it says make a transparent signature. And then that will literally walk you step by step through the whole process of going in and making that transparent signature. A very popular one. So number 7, make a transparent signature. Number 6, recover deleted items. Now this one happens all the time. There's people that delete an item. They don't know what they're doing to recover it. They don't know how to. They go to the recycle bin and it's not there. And in some cases, we're not going to be able to recover it. It just depends on how the recycle bin has already been set up. Or is it going to the normal Windows structure, or is it just deleting it permanently? Depends on the settings. And so in the setting module in the intermediate training, I believe that's module 21, it actually breaks it down and it shows you and talks to you about how to set up that recycle bin. And then module number 22 under shared settings talks about how you can set it up so that it's across the board on a network. And so to recover a deleted item, you're going to come over here, you're going to come under the file management, and then you can just see here, recover deleted files. It'll take you right out to the article, walk you right through the whole process, and then hopefully help you to recover a deleted file. So that's number 6, recover deleted items. All right, number 5, watermarks are still showing up. Chances are that if you have ever signed up for a trial of the File Center software, you were playing around and printing things to PDF, you probably saw some watermarks that were showing up in the top left and top right corner of the document, the PDF file that you printed. This is just because of the fact that you're on a trial. The PDF printer is actually a third-party company, and so they put watermarks on it. There's nothing that we can control there, so it just happens to be just during the trial. That's just going to happen when you're printing the PDF. Now, in some cases, when you purchase the software, sometimes those watermarks don't get removed, or they continue to show up. I shouldn't say that they can continue to show up on the document, because if they're printed to PDF, they will always be there. So that's something to remember, is that the PDF watermarks are always going to be there if you've printed the PDF, and it just puts it on there. It's permanent there. That's why during the trial, we don't typically recommend doing a lot of permanent work that you're doing, at least when you're printing the PDF. So when you're coming in, and if that's the case and watermarks are still showing up, this particular number 5, this is one that you're going to want to know. And so under the knowledge base articles, under the PDF, you can actually come right down here to where it says watermarks are still showing up, and that will kind of walk you through that whole process of how to go ahead and get it so that it no longer puts the watermarks on the document. So that's number 5, watermarks still showing up on the PDF. Number 4, File Center Save dialog doesn't always work, and activate the File Center Save Open dialogues for a program. So this one is awesome too. The Save As dialog box that pops up all the time when you're saving a document, that's what this is. And so sometimes it doesn't always work, and so we want you to understand why. And so in the articles that you're going to be able to find here, you'll actually see these are 2 different articles. One is the File Center Save dialog. It doesn't always work with the Adobe PDF printer. So you walk through and it will actually show you the whole process of going in to see if it actually works with, program A or program B, and maybe it doesn't work with program C. And so this walks you through that process of why that's the case, and then to activate it for a certain program, this Knowledgebase article actually will walk you through the whole process of enabling a particular program. If it's something that's a really popular program, definitely reach out to our support team, and they can work with the development team here at File Center to allow for that application to always show up, no matter what, for any of our customer base. So that's number 4. File Center Save dialog doesn't always work, and activate File Center Saved Open dialogues for a program. All right, number 3, I can't search PDF documents. This is a pretty common topic that comes up, and so when you're coming in and you're looking to solve that issue that might be popping up for you, in the Knowledgebase articles, under the search, you'll find here that of where you can't search a PDF document. One that also kind of goes along with that is, what is a searchable PDF or file? And the reason why typically that you can't search a PDF is because of the file itself hasn't either been OCR'd or Windows hasn't indexed it. And so refer back to the search, the Windows search, or even the DT search or in indexing. That will walk you through that process, but this kind of gives you that idea as well. And so that's the ability to come in to research why you can't search a PDF document. This will walk you right through that process. So that's number 3, I can't search PDF documents. All right, so number 2 is very similar to number 3 in the sense of searching. And so number 2 is I can't search network files. So typically, again, the reason why you're not able to search for a network file is because either the document itself hasn't been OCR'd, or the biggest reason is because of the fact that the files haven't been indexed. So to get into that, again, you're going to come over here to the search capabilities, and you're going to be able to say, hey, I can't search network files, and that will walk you through that process of making sure that everything is enabled. You'll see it's a pretty detailed Knowledgebase article that literally walks you through step by step of how to go in and take care of it. So that is number 2, I can't search network files. All right, now number 1, moving File Center to a new computer. By far, number 1 requested help item here at File Center. And so what we're going to do, again, this is typical because people get brand new computers and they're transferring File Center to a brand new computer. And so that's why this particular one is so popular on that sense. And so inside of the Knowledgebase article, you're going to find that under Installation Setup and Errors. And so you'll just be able to come in, drop down to the Move File Center to a new computer, and this will walk you right through the whole process, not from just moving your files, but also the settings, so that you don't have to go in and redo all the settings for your File Center software. And so this is a really good one. Definitely this will probably happen to you at one point or another, and whether it's you moving the files or your IT person, definitely make sure to remember this particular Knowledgebase article. And with that, let's go ahead and jump right over into when to use the Knowledgebase. So the Knowledgebase here is really a tool for you to be able to solve an issue on your own, or have an IT person do that for you. You don't have to contact the support department at File Center. If you're out of the country of the United States, sometimes the time differences make a big difference. Definitely use a knowledge base in that particular sense. You can get a lot of the issues resolved based off of the knowledge base, and you don't have to worry about waiting for that time gap for us to be able to respond to you. And that goes for even everybody here in the United States. It makes the same difference. Sometimes you might be working late or you get in early. And so using the knowledge base is going to help you to resolve issues without having to contact the support department. But if you do need to get some additional help, maybe you're not that computer savvy, again, using the knowledge base, most of the time it's going to give you step by step, but you can always just reach out to the support team here at File Center and you'll be able to get that problem resolved. So that's when to use the knowledge base. We hope that you'll utilize the tool that is there, because we know that we put a lot of work in there. If something is going on when you're working through that knowledge base article and you can't resolve an issue and you followed step by step, it may be that things like Windows have changed, or maybe the program has changed slightly and we forgot that we haven't updated the knowledge base article. So just reach out to us and let us know that you followed all the steps step by step, and there was maybe something missing, and we'll make sure to go ahead and help you out, and then also update the knowledge base article so that everybody else isn't going to run into the same issue. So with that wraps up Module 4 of the advanced training of the knowledge base, and we'll look forward to catching you on the last module.